Welcome to another session of CV improvement. So this is a CV where this would be clickable links, and here actually there would be months next to the years. But what was missing even in the original version that the person sent me, by the way, you can always send me CVs that you want that I look at and make a short video about them, how to improve them. So the person forgot here, or just for anonymity reasons, remove the months, but actually the months are here. But what I'm missing here is the duration. So what you can also do is calculate the duration and just put it behind the place here. You see actually how LinkedIn does that really, really well. A picture would be not bad. In Europe, it's very common to have a picture, just that recruiters can really remember you better, because if you look at 200 CVs a day, then sometimes it's much nicer. If you go back to a CV, then you will just remember the face much better. From the first look at what we have here, I feel a little bit overwhelmed, because it's like a lot of like fat stuff here, and then also like new line. So like the CV doesn't really immediately invite the reader to study it. Also, the very first thing, something about hackathon, and even if it was like a global competition and super impressive, it's not really, hackathons always have this like connotation of students, of something for young people, incompetent junior, yeah? Incompetent because it's just hacking stuff and so on. So the majority, I would say, of people, they don't see hackathons as they are like prototyping and really get stuff done. Unfortunately, this is like a not 100% clear connotation, so I would put it rather actually lower. And have this as my first point: reduce load time of page from 24 to 3 seconds by reducing the amount of services the data passes through and implementing the cache mechanism. Further reduce the status update time for items on page, changing the underlying data structure. So this is too broad, changing the underlying data structure. Like, I understand sort of that you want to like point to something that's very complicated to explain it like in 2 sentences, but still I would maybe add, like, rather be less technical here and add the business domain. So tell me, okay, what was that? Like, what kind of app? Because maybe it's e-commerce and I'm hiring for e-commerce, and then it's exact fit, right? And also, like, it shows me that you think about the business. So then we have here a lot of stuff following that is also very technical and doesn't really like explain the business case. Data science workshop could be interesting if the job we are applying for also has this. Otherwise, it's a little bit, yeah, whatever. Here is like an empty space for some reason. Angular 7, TypeScript, that's fine. So yeah, make this more like paragraphs and like the 2-3 main important things that you did, like really with like the business case also. Good. So the next one is I would say the similar thing. So because it's like for some reason here's like an indentation very strongly. So this is again, the readability can be much better. So that I would also make like 1 or 2 bullet points, because it seems to be the same duration also. But it's good that your last job actually has the majority of information. Then intern, software engineer, scrum master. This is again like something that is very hard to get right, because like, okay, you have done 2 different things. I understand you want to communicate that you have like done software engineering and scrum mastering, but then you have to like put here somehow explain to me like how much % was it scrum mastering and how much % was it coding. So because here it says implemented backup feed, so that sounds more so that sounds more like coding. Okay, here it says scrum master help Tim navigate remove. So how much %? For example, you can put here like 70% of work, and here you can put like 30% of work. So for me, then it's more clear, okay, exactly what you have done. Git, I would not, I mean, everybody knows Git, and I think, one doesn't need to mention it, and same with Jira, but okay, Jira maybe yes, because it's a bit more specific. But you can also keep it because, like, yeah, so many people put it. So education, projects. Can you link to stuff here? Because it's just like projects, no context. What was that? Like, was this like 2 weeks? Is this like 2-year project you still work on? Unclear. So link to it, make the duration clear. Generally, awards make you feel that you're a junior. So you can put them, but it's the same also. Like, you need to like put the context why you're putting them below the CV. But I would leave them. It's fine. So first of all, maybe not the education at the top because kind of you already have experience, so put your experience higher, right? Also, here is only the years, put the months next to it. So I don't understand, did you start here at January 2018 or like December 2018? Just put the months and then behind of it calculate the exact duration. If you look on LinkedIn, actually you will exactly see how they do it. As you can see, immediately I see the job title. I see like, okay, 3 months you've been here and then the date. So this is kind of how the mind works of these people. Also, I see immediately, something with React, fine. And here it takes me much longer, right? Um, build solution with Azure for, like, put more details. Yeah, what exactly did this geospatial thing do? Like, how did it help the business, like, really go forward? What is their solution exactly? Like, you said maps in the call, so this is already better than just this. So, like, what did the maps do? What was, like, the actual contribution? And how many people are in the team? You've been the lead, or like you've been like told what to do, or like what exactly, right? Link the company so I can go there and see what they do. This may be okay. Python big letter. What did the reports do? Spearheaded, that's good. But like in a 3 people team and a 30 people team, that's interesting. Guaranteed consistency, okay. For which kind of like data? Streamline academic advice. Yeah, okay. Presented. You presented a web app. What does it mean? Like, does it took like 10 minutes to make a PowerPoint or what? Hmm. Not sure if this is so strong. This sounds really strong. Same like here, like developed Alexa skill. Okay, like what's so here actually you put the month suddenly. Um, yeah, do that like here as well maybe, but then also the duration is missing here, and you can make a dash, not two, like you can two, but also like a minus, like on LinkedIn, here this. This is important that you were teaching. That's good. Can you link to projects like master's portfolio and there's like stuff? Can you link to like GitHub? Because here's like the GitHub, but actually like nobody will take the time and like go here and like check this out. Like, okay, like what do you do? Like there's like 23 repositories. I don't know which one are forked, which one are like really something you did forked. I don't know. So basically, I would link here the stuff actually. Um, if this is like GitHub stuff somewhere in GitHub, I will just link. I would just link that, such that I can directly go on some Python file, like link to some Python file, and I get like immediately to see like Python code and not like a folder structure where I need to find out which file even to look at and which files are more like empty. Can you link to this stuff? Like this, for example. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so here's the portfolio and it's like including all this. Yeah, fine. There is a second empty page. Remove that. Yeah, I would somehow make it such this is like the most important thing. And then second, okay, you did masters and yada yada, and it's ending. So put in like it's not clear that it's in a way it's ending. So maybe it goes like one more year or what is like unclear. So make like the ending date, and actually at the very top, if this is like really actively looking for a job, it must be like clear that it's like really a current thing for you right now somehow. Like on LinkedIn, there's also this looking for a job thingy. So here's the same looking for a job with this visa situation and so on. immediately when I open the CV, I see portfolio, LinkedIn, GitHub, blog. So immediately I can click, 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 and then it opens up here, so I can immediately have a look. If the links are not too long, also you can put them as links, because like, I don't know, maybe somebody prints out the CV and then maybe needs to research you, but I think it's very rare, and nowadays you're fine with such links, but really make sure that they actually are clickable and work and lead to the right location. I'm a problem solver and technical artist with strong personal who is seeking a role in web development. I'm excited about finding solutions. So basically, such a short thing, people will generally reread, but if it's too long, usually people skip this kind of summaries. But here, seeking a role, so you're like a beginner and you really actually never did web development, let's have a look. So skills, I skip this, and others will as well, because there's like no quantification of these things. So I'm not a big fan of like a skill section on a CV. I also made a video about specifically that. Same with projects. For me, it's not clear like how long this took. Even if I go now to the GitHub repositories, I will not like learn exactly if this is like a 1 year thing or like a one day project. So I'm going to the professional experience, the only thing recruiters sadly care about, and it's like 1.5 years. Okay, so display strong attention to detail by being responsible for the technical and artistic quality of shots. What shots? Like gunshots or what? Okay, so it's even not a coder. It's like supervisor, lead compositor. I see. So this is like somebody who never coded like for money, and you see that I kind of like overlooked that, because I really like everyone who like has this job to look at 200 CVs in like half a day. This is how it works. So basically, okay, so this is like another thing. So explain to me what is shots, because me as a technical person who is in tech, I have no clue what this means. Supervise 20 please. I will put this first because this I understand, right? This I do not understand. This also like displayed detail, like you claim this about yourself, but like everybody says about themselves, yeah, I'm super attentive to detail and like I'm a super good person, I'm a super nice, but like what's the proof? Like this is very hard to prove actually. If you tell about something like which is good about yourself, for example, yeah, I'm like super on time, then you have to say, okay, in the last year I never missed an appointment even by like 3 seconds. So you can make such claims, but you have to immediately like say like the proof, the actual factual proof. Okay, so then education, some React stuff, Udemy, and other things. Okay, some digital effects and entertainment tech. Some of this could be related to web stuff actually. So this I would put links, because some training, Udemy training, also the duration I would put next to it, because for me it's not clear, was it like half a day or was it like a 5 month training? And of course, in such a with such a profile, like this has a lot of weight, right? So here we need definitely to put the durations, like how much hours went into each thing. I love that he has like a live project on GitHub, so I can actually see the thing live and then go to the code. But also put always like, let's say, most impressive, how to say, code snippet or something like that. So that means, because if I go here, I will likely be in like some sort of folder structure where I don't know like where is actually like boilerplate code and where is actually code that you wrote where you put like business logic in. So really link to the repo, but also like for, okay, this is like the main business logic of this app. Like, so make a third category here. I like that you put the technologies, that's very cool. And how you came, why you did this. Inspired. Create a list of movies to watch. This is a classic. Firebase. Okay. Board game against computer AI. Users can search for city name if match display weather. And this is pod app discovering listening podcasts on your web. So this is all cool, but like, yeah, the scope is missing. That's very important. Like how much time you put in, what was the like most challenging thing. So like I would add like how much time did it took, what was the most challenging thing, and what was the biggest learning. So if you're a junior, I would say this is the, like really important to show this, and this will be really impressively looking and make me click actually the stuff. With that additions, I would say you have good chances to like get noticed. And don't forget the picture. I think in Europe you need this. Just that people remember you better, and then this would be like a great profile. So this is a CV of Test Manager. This would be the name, this would be the email address, and the LinkedIn link. So this should be clickable. Maybe this disappeared while the person anonymized the CV, but this should definitely be clickable. And any other things that are like personal websites, other profiles online should be also mentioned here. So people can just open tabs and then research the person. Then the summary, on the first view it's a bit long, so probably people will not read it, but just skip. And want to jump directly to the like actually professional experience, because this is what recruiters do. They don't have time. They have to look through 200 CVs in like half a day. So therefore, I would immediately want to understand if the person's a manager, what the person did. So I have to scroll to the second page, which is quite a lot of effort. Yeah. Then we see here that the person worked as a portfolio test manager. I believe 4 years. This means probably the person anonymized the duration. So what would be here necessary is to put in like March 2016 to current, and then 4 years and 6 months. So the way LinkedIn does it, you should do the same. Just put the exact dates and the duration here. Then immediately, actually, this is what I want to read first. So somehow I would move it to the very top, such that this is exactly the thing that the person looking at the CV can check as the very first point. So we see successfully leads QA practice for strategic portfolio initiative, which saved 50 million for the company. That's very good because it immediately shows that the person cares about the bottom line for the company. Developed a portfolio level testing across 9 projects, and that's also good, like the use of numbers. One could ask, okay, what exact business domains were this? Because if you apply for a job that is the same business domain, this could be really interesting. Then there's more like about what exactly happened. So that there was like talking to management, discussions with vendors, go live activities. There's actually too much bullet points. I would somehow try to cut this down in more, let's say maybe 5 bullet points, because there's a lot of text to really go through. What's a program test lead? So this sounds like an internal job title. Same as here, portfolio test manager. So okay, does it have to do something with finance? Yeah, most likely. Here it's also like kind of internal language. But yeah, I understand that on your business card probably it was like this was the exact name that was written there. Here again we have a lot of text, although it's only 1 year. So there's like 4 years the same text as 1 year. There's somehow out of whack. So it should like actually this be, let's say 6 bullet points, but this may be 2 bullet points. Again, technical test lead, that's interesting. So you were leading people. So what did you exactly do? Build up strategy, that's interesting. Like how many people were you leading? Or were you more like a technical lead? Senior test engineer, 6 months. Is it like the same firm? No. So why is this so short? So immediately lead a team of 9 members, but only 6 months. So can you describe like why was it so short immediately? Or was it like an internship? No, it's a senior role. Confusing. So I would be interested why this was short. Okay, so that's that. So this step on the top, this education I would put in the very bottom. Also, how long this took, because it's like only the year, but it's not the duration. And maybe like the topic of the master thesis or so. But with such a senior person, actually, this doesn't matter so much, so this goes to the very bottom. This is always like a tricky thing. So either one keeps this and makes it shorter, or one kind of also puts it at the very bottom, because again, the things people care about is really like the last job. I want like the last job, and if these 3 points in the last job are really, really good and matching the job description, then actually I will like read the other stuff even. So this is how it works in today's world. But this is good, I would keep this. So 12 years of experience, important. And the business domains I mentioned as well. Yeah, this third person view, how is recommended. Yeah, okay, you can do it. But like talking about yourself in the third person can work, but it's a bit of artificial in my opinion. Overall, shorten this, put it below, and it will be good.